Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. This is what I've learned today. Video series, first video. And I think it's a great lesson in life, what I learned. I was playing this game here. Let me show you guys. It's this game called Siege of Sintawi. And let me just show you something that got me stuck in that. A lot like how you get stuck in life generally. I mean, at least what I've found.
It was a...
Let me just go into the game. Let's just take a random one. Was it this one or that one? I can't even remember. Yeah, and then I did launch. Restart mission.
Another victory.
What you discover is that
the twisting paths of this large region will prove difficult to defend. I'd recommend we deploy some drone bays. They release drones with light damage, but spread over a wide area and will chase enemies over basins
so I've got this
and mountains.
main building here. No? Here. I've got metal refineries and all kinds of stuff like that I have to protect. Why aren't I able to do anything? That's a bit short. Upgrade. Okay. Oh. I think this game is failing somehow. Let me just restart. Come on.
Another victory at Chiraya. The twisting paths of this large region will prove difficult to defend.
Why don't I have anything down
I'd
here?
recommend we
weird.
deploy some drone bays. They release drones with light damage.
Surrender. Those are all the weapons that I have down here. I forgot to do that. That's because I made a change before. Icarus Sam. Pulse cannon. Good. Restart mission. Good.
Another victory. The twisting paths of this large region will prove difficult to defend. I'd recommend we deploy some drone
So I've only got
bays.
300 credits.
They release drones with
I
light damage, but spread over a wide area and will chase enemies over basins and mountains.
I'm on. Okay, they're coming down there. And something's happening up here. So I think we're gonna try. I think we're gonna put this here just to make sure that they're being stalled a bit. We want to stall them slightly.
We can upgrade our fission reactor to gain more energy for our orbital abilities. However, it'll cost significant metal and require a level 2 colony.
Stall it a bit.
We've recovered shield generators and communication beacons from destroyed invaders. By combining these, we can deploy a lure. It'll draw their attacks away from our other structures and will explode when destroyed. Frigates are rushing towards the colony. Indirect fire will struggle against these capacitors.
But you can see, you know, the impact of me hitting the enemy isn't really that strong, you know. Pretty damn difficult. And just to show you guys, the whole point of the video is that I only discovered once I went through all the levels to around here something interesting. Let me show you. I was stuck. I couldn't get anywhere. And just like in life, there's always something before the problem. The actual cause, the root of the problem. And here it is. I never went into this menu. I never pressed equipment. You know, I went through all the levels, dealing with all the standard guns, never realizing that you could change the impact of the guns. You can give them like 25-50% more damage. I had like 24 points that I hadn't used. and isn't that just like life, where you can like get away with something for a while until reality hits you. So I've got like 24 points available. I can do this. See, 23, like that. I want to hit it hard with the artillery posts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a bit here, a bit there, and I'm probably gonna hit it more with the arc reactor. That could be really good. That, and drone bay, we could probably also use a bit of that. And it just becomes a totally different game once you're able to do basic stuff like this. And it just, I think it's just things like that in life where when you realize things like this, it's just like when I talk about HIFI, when I talk about other things in life, when you really get to do core manipulation, going back, finding the root cause, life almost becomes magical, you know? It's just like when you're in school and you're stuck, you know? You can't understand why you're so stupid. And you realize you're not really stupid. You just haven't had the proper teacher. You haven't had the proper school, the proper books, the proper method of studying. And suddenly, you know, when you do stuff like this,
another victory,
you're on the level of other people that are a lot better than you.
Will prove
just because you discovered these small tricks
I'd
here and there.
recommend we deploy some drone bays. You know, they release drones with light damage,
I find these
but
things
spread over a wide area and will chase enemies over basins.
When you discover these small life hacks. So yeah, funny how life does that to you sometimes. And now, you know, I will hit the enemy a lot harder. You know, I can even put it on, you know, normal speed. Things just becomes a lot more fun, efficient. I can even do less. Stall a bit. Upgrade it to the medium railgun. Like that. Probably shouldn't have used the gun in the start. That's gonna mess with me somehow.
We can upgrade our fission reactor to gain more energy for our orbital abilities. However, it will cost significant metal and require a level 2 colony.
The troops that I've got here, I've already got my guns like ticking a big part of the blow. So this is just like to lure them and stop them, so my guns can hit them hard. But I just find that, you know, stuff like this is just like HIFI, you know. I might have used a lot of money on amps, DACs, speakers, and suddenly you realize, what's this thing? Power core. Why would I put a new power core? Isn't that snake oil? Why would I have a dedicated power?
We've recovered shield generators and communication beacons from destroyed invaders. By combining these, we can deploy a lure. It can draw their attacks away from our other structures and will explode when destroyed.
My strategy in this game is actually trying to hit them hard at the start and let the momentum kind of die on. I might be doing this wrong. I think a lot of players could do this in different ways. Particle laser. Oh, it's the big That's smart. When you can hit them hard at the start, at the roof. You know? You don't have to deal with the problem over here, you know? Like a life analogy, you know? If you solve the problem over here when you're like 50, 60, 70 years old, you're gonna die. Funny how that works. And yeah, just hit it hard. Put this in overdrive. Only half of them move. Try solving the problem. Yeah, you know, I could even solve it deeper at the root on a higher level. You know, just take one of these thingies here and point them over here, and then just bombard them in the start. I could also do that. Oh, didn't think about that. Forgot about that. But yeah. I'll take that. I think we'll keep this. That's good. So that's kind of how you want to solve, you know, most problems in life. You know, deal with it at the root. Do the hard stuff, build a good base, and then if you deal with problems like over here, then it becomes too late. You're pretty much dead. At the root, stall them by keeping my units over there. That will trap all the things here.
Rapid moving frigates are rushing towards the colony. Indirect fire will struggle against these capacitors.
Yeah, that's gonna do something. Gonna change things. daring. That's a lot of attacks. Uh-oh. I think I overdid this. Ooh, I think I'm gonna beat this level. Wow. See? Oh, I'm surprised. I can actually beat this level in this simplistic way. Oh, I mustn't get too cocky here, which I almost did. Oh, getting close. I'm getting close down there. Pretty dangerous. Oh, I should put these over. Oh, now I know that. I think I'll upgrade one of these. I'll hit them a bit harder at the start. Yeah. Hit them hard at the start. Oh no, I have to upgrade my building in order to do that. Damn. Oh. I think we can get over this. Just in case. Just be able to deal with these guys. But in case I don't, back up plan. That's not, because they might start laying things down here while it's in motion. The impact won't be as good because they'll probably have momentum moving over here. But yeah, pretty good strategy. You see up here 3 enemies left. Pretty good. Pretty much that. Yeah. See? That's how you do it. That's pretty neat. Didn't even have to do that properly. But see, that's just kind of what I wanted to go with. My main message was played all of these things. It worked. I got momentum. This could have been any life situation, you know, any problem in life. And I would always have looked ahead, you know, like, why can't I go on and beat the other levels, you know, is it getting that difficult? Suddenly it just hits you really hard, the hardness of the level around here. And it's simply just because I didn't go back. So that's kind of what to take away from this video. Sometimes you have to go back in order to go, you know, ahead in life, get an edge, get an advantage. And it was in here where I found it, you know. I found these extra abilities which I didn't use before, so all of my weapons basically were half useless. And another thing that I didn't discover was this here, scavenger model. You know, if you don't have these, you don't collect enough metal, and if you don't collect enough metal, you can't build enough units, which was but again, you know, it's like in life, you know, it's a bit like in school where you're getting by, you're copying the work of all your classmates, you know, you're following the flow, and it gets you somewhere in life, you know. It's just like when we look at normal hi-fi gear reviews. It's like, yeah, we did this, yeah, it's more detailed, yeah, interesting, yeah, all that. But you could get even more out of hi-fi, out of life, if you kind of approached all problems in life by not focusing too much on the problem, but more what was behind the problem, the thing that actually caused it. And just to go back to the thing with school, you could easily be a normal person in this world like me and everybody else who has problems in school, problems in life. And I think we're always kind of stuck in the now, looking at the problem. And we're hitting our heads against the wall, thinking, where is this going? What's going on? Why can't I get past this point? This is suddenly ridiculously difficult. Where sometimes we just have to kind of realize that we should stop putting information on top of information and looking ahead at what seems to be obvious, but kind of take some steps back, thinking, this is the thing I missed. And this is the thing that I missed in this game. This is what totally destroyed the game for me, why I couldn't play the last couple of levels. So I think that we can transport this lesson to a lot of different parts in our lives. And yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. And like and subscribe if you can. Support this channel. Let's hope we can one day make this channel very big, so all problems in the world will be solved. I've kind of solved all problems in the hi-fi world, giving people the tools so that the hi-fi industry can grow and we all can get a proper sound without having to listen to this pathetic standard sound. But I'm also slowly trying to go into other parts in life, and I'm pretty sure I could also solve those problems. So follow my channel. This is like a really good piece of insight into how the future is going to be for I think planet Earth. So yeah, follow this channel if you want really good content. And having said that, that's me logging out. Remember to like and subscribe, like I said. Bye.